Hello, beautiful ladies. It is so nice to be talking to you and sharing a moment with you. I miss you all so much. And you're in my bathtub with me today. I have a really cool little bathtub in my basement because we live in a very tiny home, as some of you know. And we don't have a bathtub. And my dad is an amazing carpenter and just very creative, and he built me this beautiful bathtub in the basement. But as you see, I have totally shabby chic'd it and to my best ability, and it has become a really nice oasis for me. I'm here because I want to share with you over the course of the month that we will not be having the quality time together that we're used to, the touch time. I've decided that I just want to share some of the wonderful homework that we've often talked about in session, where you've gone home and you've taken some of the self-care things that we've talked about in session into your own house and used them for yourself. And I think that now is a really valuable time for that because we're isolated and we have to look to ourselves for comfort, self-soothing, self-love, and resilience, self-resilience. And I also feel very deeply that one gift we're being given right now is the opportunity to come out of any kind of codependence that we've brought into our lives about our self-care. You don't need me, ladies. You're all so capable, so wonderful of caring for yourselves. Yeah, I know the touch is beautiful. I agree. I also love a good massage and body work. But we're more capable than we give ourselves credit for because we are connected to our body. We can be connected to our body, which is one of the things that we're working on, right? As a team together, is that connectivity of our body. So that being said, and I'll elaborate a little bit more on that as I present you with some different videos and of things that we've talked about in session. But today I want to talk about hydrotherapy. We've talked about this before, and we've talked about how ice and cold are great together. And then I've also talked to some of you who have tension in the body and who have actual injury that you're working with about getting into the bath, having a full immersion into the warm water, and then bringing with you, remember this? I've said it, right? Shower too, I've talked about it. Bringing your ice pack in with you, right? So there's contrast heat that can, contrast therapy that can happen here with your ice pack and your nice warm hot bath, hydrotherapy, we call it. And then I've gone a little farther with some of you and talked about how there's this really cool physiological hack that you can do with your body when you have both these things, hot water and your cold pack. So I'm going to demonstrate that and show you places that you can use it in your body, in your own time, in your beautiful bath that has all your senses lit up, right? Your smells, your taste, music, your hearing, your atmosphere, your sight, all of those senses. We can be in control of these things. So bath is a great place to do that. All right, so this hack, it has to do with proprioception, which is how we feel touch on the body and how it goes to the brain and does neurotransmission, right? How we react to touch on the body. So when we are hit with cold or we are hit with hot, we have cold receptors and hot receptors that send messages to the brain. So if we activate both of those things at the same time, right, where hot and cold hit the proprioception, the neuroreception of the skin at the same time, it sends this message up to the brain that is like a short wave. It just kind of, it zeroes out information going to the brain, which can be really valuable because if the brain and the body are cycling through pain, then we get in front of it, something called the gate theory, which is like there's these little gates of of neurotransmission coming into the brain, and we can jump ahead of one of these gates with this sensation and actually stop any kind of spasms that are happening or even really release pain. It also has this amazing secondary side effect, which is neuro, in the sense that it can really comfort our brain and nervous system. So it can actually bring us into parasympathetic state, a really relaxed state. It can actually get ahead of very high anxiety and stress in the same exact way, where it kind of shorts out any kind of programming that's running over and over again in our central nervous system. So vagus nerve, that idea of parasympathetic, sympathetic, or we're really stuck in that sympathetic, which is, we're just really anxious or stressed. Got that going on, right? I know I do for sure. So this technique can actually be used for that. You don't have to have pain in your body to try this out. It can really send wonderful, good adrenaline, that's healthy adrenaline that can kind of push us out of depression, and it can also send dopamine to really relax. It can do both of those things by shorting out any kind of cyclical habit that the brain is in that we don't want it to be in. Okay, that's enough science. I can go super science on all this stuff, so I'm not going to. It's another time for that. I'm going to show you how to do it. So one of the ways that I like to do it is along my upper shoulders and neck area, because that's where I get stressed, and also that's a great place to affect the relaxation causality of this experiment hack, as you will. All right, so to start, we really want to get down into the bath and get really warm. So the first part of this technique is to get underneath the water and relax and be warm. And I do it until I have a hot flash or I'm just like too warm. And then you'll see me pop back up. I'm going to put this around my neck, and the cold will do its hydrotherapy and kind of shock the body. Cold receptors will kick in, but then I'm going to do the hack where I'm going to come down into the water with the cold on that part of my body and submerge into the hot water. That's where the juicy part comes, and the brain goes, what the, and it just like sets itself back to zero. It's a really cool thing. Okay, so here I go. Hopefully you won't lose me in the video. So submersing, and this can happen all over your body. I know some of you are dealing with hip pain, so this could be, you could use this on a hip, glutes, lower back, absolutely, because it doesn't matter if you're out of the water, right? You can put it on your sacrum and come right down into the water and get this great effect. Okay, so of course, I'm going to do this more rapidly than I normally would, but say I'm really warmed up, come back up, take my ice pack. Now, you see that I don't have a cover on my ice pack right now because I'm in the bath. Usually when I'm using my ice packs, I will have like some material covering them that I can wash and such, but I mean, it's cool to just use it like this. All right, so here we go, hack away, right? So I'm gonna go all the way in. You're probably gonna lose me on the video, but I'm here. I'm here, I'm hacking. All right, so down I am, and it's happening without like me really even caring. It feels quite nice. I know that most of us, I'm gonna pop up a little, most of us don't really like the cold sensation, like we don't want to sit around with the cold packs. So this is such a great thing to do because you're not having to deal with that. Oh, I'm so cold, I don't want to do the cold pack. You're getting really full effect of hydrotherapy plus this biohack, this hack that we just showed you, physiological hack. It's not really a biohack, physiological hack, without feeling like cold and icky. So you can stay under in the hot water with your cold pack really as long as you want, because I mean, truthfully, I wouldn't go more than 5 minutes because it's kind of worthless and this is going to get hot and you could use it somewhere else, right? So I would say 5 minutes is a nice cutoff point, but it's not going to hurt you. Like the cold won't hurt you. It'll just continue to do its thing as far as neurotransmission is concerned. Yeah, so I'm just going to go over one other just to kind of get your creativity going. So this is what I would do if I was having that lower back pain, which I actually am because I'm not sleeping well at all. Whole another video, which I'm sure you all can relate. And so my back has just been, yuck. So I'm actually bringing this pack. And now, okay, hold on. I want to go tell you that this is still really cold. Even though it was in the hot water, it's still really cold. So you're not like making the ice pack hot in those couple of minutes. Okay? So I'm bringing this to my sacrum. And I'm just gonna, oh yeah, baby. Oh, it's so freaking awesome. You can feel this really weird sensation that, I don't know. You'll have to tell me how you would explain the sensation. I'd love to have some good words around it. I don't know. It's like a nummy, I don't know, like a nummy feeling maybe you would feel after taking some pain meds or something. I can't explain it. Anyway, it's a very unique feeling, but it is what you're feeling is that zeroing out, that fritzing out of the brain right now. It's basically saying, you're cold, you're hot, you're cold, you're hot. We don't know what you are. Like, we don't know what to tell the nervous system right now. So we're going to just zero out all the messaging. We're just going to come to zero, and then we'll try to figure out what the heck is going on. And that is a wonderful thing if your body is caught in some sort of cyclical situation, spasms, or, nervous system discomfort. I mean, there's so many cycles that we get into. And this is feeling just really nice. It's just feeling nice. Like, it's not bothering me that it's cold, and I feel warm and cozy in my bath, and I'm doing so much work on my sacrum right now. I've got my sacrum, my bottom, my glutes pressed up against the back of the bath, and because I really want to get the impact of the cold as well as the hot. Okay, so that's a great spot. And you can shift it onto a glute, I know some of you, you know who you are, have more pain along the glute side, or you have like sciatica going on. I mean, you can even get it there and scoot over to the side of the tub. Totally. It's right on that sciatica. It's right on where you would feel that pain. And I know some of you have that. Ankle pain. Okay. And take your cold pack out. Just kind of move it around. You can feel it's still got quite a bit of cold in it, even though it's been under the hot water. And ankle pain. Just bring it on down and down into the water. Right? Yeah. If you're going to do a couple different locations of your body, maybe just a minute or two, because you're going to get the effect right off the bat, and then you can have the cold to go around different parts of your body. And if you don't have a couple of these, go on to wherever you want to. I'm not going to say the A word because I'm really mad at them right now. My partner works for Amazon. Some of you know that. Anyway, go somewhere where you can order these guys. They have lots of different shapes, and have a couple, because this is a really wonderful thing for your self-care, for you to have control of, okay? For your self-love. Yeah. All right. I think I pretty much proved that point. All right. Ladies, I think about you every morning. I have a morning meditation, and I have a list of all of you next to my bed. And every morning I start the list, and I think about 4 or 5 of you every morning, and I send my love and as much nurturing as I can from the distance we're at. I've got your back still. I've got your back as much as I possibly can. And we will be together soon, and we will start our great work together again soon. In the meantime, if this is resonating for you and you like hearing from me, because I know there's also a lot of web stuff going on. I know there is for me, feeling a little bit overwhelmed and bombarded by all of the media that I'm supposed to be watching to connect with people. So don't have any guilt or sad feelings if you just can't do this right now. But if you do like it and you want me to continue sending you some of the things that we've talked about in session, some of the homework pieces, just to remind you and stimulate your brain to remember all of the good work we've done and the good work that you can be doing at home. There's just an array of stuff that we can do this way. So if it works for you, please comment and tell me a little bit about what would be really great for you personally. In my mind, I have definitely different videos I would make with you specifically in mind. So let me know. I love you all. I love you. Deep breaths, and we'll see each other again real soon. Have a wonderful bath. Love you. Bye.